So
That was
after
a great
6
question.
months, of looking into it, I said, no, this is not a good thing for anything. And I looked into the actual issue of medicinal marijuana and recreational marijuana, and is that the type of stuff I wanted around my family? So we decided not to do that, and we moved on. And then included, after I learned all that, I went to the state legislature after that to repeal medical marijuana out of the state of Montana, unless it was going to be handled correctly. And it just absolutely just blew up in the city. Dispensaries on every corner, right across from the high schools, churches, and so forth. And I said, this isn't right. And so there's some sideboards put on it in 11. I just think it's 10 years later since we approved it. I voted for it in 2004. So I'm one of your best voters. I just think we need to relook at it, debate it over the next 5 years. And I do appreciate your question.
Quick rebuttal, Elizabeth?
Well, I just wanted to know, if you voted for it, why would you want to take it away? If the legislator put sideboards on it in 2011, you've got the program down to 8,500 sick people, like you all said, that the people that you wanted to have this marijuana for the sick people. So why now, when you've got this program so taken away, there's no dispensaries on every corner. In fact, Billings only has one dispensary. So why now? Why would you want to take that away from sick people now?
Well, you're assuming sick people are smoking it, and that's not the case. There are some using it. I would say 500, maybe to 1,000. There's 8,000 cards out there. I think 7,000 are actually recreationally using it. So I disagree on that piece. And then the other thing is,
Hold on 1 second, Elizabeth.
No, go ahead, Elizabeth.
I work with a doctor. I actually work with three different doctors who do medical marijuana recommendations. So I see these people firsthand, and I guarantee you that these are sick people with cancer, with MS, with debilitating medical conditions, and not just chronic pain. So as a businessman, not a doctor, how do you come off saying that? I work every day with these patients, so how can you possibly say that?
Well, I just interviewed 5,000 people in the last 7 days. 5,000 random people at the Rimrock Auto Room, at the voting issues, on the street corners, at the county courthouse, and so forth. And I haven't found one person that will tell me their doctor's name yet and tell me their exact symptoms and what they're smoking it for. And they say they need it to go to sleep. It helps them on their diabetes or whatever. But they say, I can't have a doctor. My traveling doctor comes from Kalispell, goes to Butte, Bozeman every 2 years and signs my card. He does not monitor them. I haven't found anybody that's actually monitoring the people, figuring out what strain it is, because I would like to take whatever strain they're doing, whatever symptom it's helping, and however they get their relief, and they're a good guinea pig to take to the FDA and actually show them that it is good medicine. So I would like to get that done so they don't have to hide anymore in an alley getting their pot.
No one's in an alley getting their pot, Mr. Zabawa. They get it from a doctor's recommendation. They are recommended by a physician every year. They come back with medical records. You are not a doctor, sir. You are a businessman. Maybe a very good businessman, but you certainly do not work in the medical field.
Well, everybody that I talk to, doctors, nurses, the hospital administrators up there, they can't touch it. So I'd like to know who your doctor is. So we need to actually get the doctors and have them call me that do not smoke pot, and actually let's go through it. And I'm on your side to get it into medicine. So this is not an argument.
You think people should let you know their medical condition? You think people should actually give you their personal medical history?
No, they don't have to give it to me. All they have to do is get it to the FDA, and so we can move these things forward.
That was so easy. We just had the FDA, the DEA. We just had hearings. They don't want to do this, okay, sir? So this is how we have to do this, state by state, not federally. We do this state by state.
If it's just for medicine, I'm all for it. But it's not. It's been totally abused, and all I see is that it's trying to be done recreationally. In California, Colorado, you first get it in as medicine, you compassion pitch, and then all of a sudden it's on every street corner, going to everybody that wants a green card, 18-year-olds, 26, 23, whatever the case is.
That's not the case,
and we've taken the drugs from below the ground to above the ground, next to our schools, and that's not right. And that's what happened in Montana. Look at Colorado. Would you like our state to look like Colorado right now?
I would love our state to look like Colorado and have the revenue that they have.
Oh, well, yeah. You don't have enough money to take care of all the social ills that will happen with that type of deal. People are jumping off of 4-story buildings and killing themselves because of the psychotic effects of marijuana.
Really?
Go look at how many more accidents have been down there, and they're directly related because they're actually figuring out, they're making sure that the people are either marijuana or a DUI, So the alcohol stuff is the same, but now they've got this. They're tracking marijuana. It's going off the chart.
You're right.
The more access there is, the more use there is, and it's not a good drug for our kids and our family.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
DUIs netted over 22 drunk drivers and not one stoned driver. Isn't that amazing?
Just go to USA Today and go look at the new marijuana article that just came out yesterday. You do not want anybody driving pot when got pot in them. We drug test at our dealerships because we take care of our customers. Our customers don't want us to have techs that are on stoned and fixing their car or driving their car. I've seen how people drive when they're stoned. It's not good. It's as bad or worse than alcohol.
It is not, sir. That is a direct lie, and it goes in the flies in the face of every single test that has been done.
And this is why we're debating it, and I can appreciate both sides of this. Thank you, Elizabeth. I need to move on to Dave.
I go to VA, and they treat my neuropathy, and I get medical marijuana, and they know about it. My doctors have no problems with it whatsoever.
What is your opinion, Dave, on the Safe Montana campaign that's been around for several weeks here?
Oh, it's got to go. It's got to go. There's something to it besides. I think there's more of a Zabawa's religious convictions or something like that. I don't know.
We'll bring Steve Zabawa back onto the show and a later date in the next couple of days to talk more about the issue. But Dave, happy health to you, and thanks for calling the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you.